Hello and welcome back to Planet Nibiru. Today we are going to be discussing the Black Death group and why they are such a danger to today's society. A few days ago I ran across an article about the Black Death group and I started doing some research on them, and this is what I found. The Black Death group is a shadowy deep web network that is believed to have been set up in Eastern Europe and is allegedly carrying out kidnappings, extortion, and executions across Europe and the United States. They have been named as a sinister human trafficking syndicate who kidnaps and sells young women online as sex slaves. Interpol has been investigating recent crimes, including several murders that they believe to be linked to the Black Death group. At one murder scene, they found a piece of paper that they believe shows the group's logo. They believe it was left on purpose as a calling card for the murder. Interpol officer Valery Antonishak says that the crimes attributed to this group are particularly heinous, such as the kidnapping of British model Chloe Ayling, who was drugged, handcuffed, and stuffed into luggage for 6 days as she was transported to a small farmhouse in the countryside of Italy, where she awaited sale on the dark web. Yes, I said she was going to be sold on the dark web. Now, many of you probably don't understand how the dark web works, so I'll try to explain the differences for you. The World Wide Web, or the Internet, is made up of 3 distinct layers. The first layer of the Internet is what we all see, and that is the surface layer, like Google, Yahoo, and YouTube. It's basically any Internet web page that you can get to without typing in a password. The next layer is the deep web, and it's all the pages that are a little bit deeper on the web. What that means is any page that you have to use authentication to get to. So it's like the back end of your Gmail account when you sign into Gmail, when you sign into Dropbox, or when you sign into YouTube. Anything that you have to use a username and password to get to is called the deep web, because that's deeper content. And then you have the dark web, which are servers that are not linked directly to internet search engines. To access sites on the dark web, you have to have special software, such as the Tor browser. This browser, and other types of software like it, are programmed to look in specific locations to find these special servers that allow you to do all kinds of crazy things. Now, you can do just about anything on the dark web. You can buy drugs, guns, credit card information, email addresses, software that you can use to hack with, just about anything that you can think of. And yes, even buy a kidnapped sex slave apparently. This is what happened to British model Chloe Ayling, who was duped into showing up for a fake photo shoot where she was drugged, kidnapped, and held hostage to be auctioned off as a slave. But how did she get out? Well, that part of the story is even stranger than the fact that she was abducted. According to all sources, including a note that was left with her when she was set free, this group has a strict set of rules that states that mothers are never to be kidnapped. Chloe Ayling has one small child and should have never been selected for kidnapping in the first place, so her abductor was ordered to set her free. When he did, he was captured, so he must have been plenty scared of the consequences had he not set her free, to risk getting caught when he did set her free. But he did set her free. He returned her to the British consulate in Milan with a letter, and I'll read for you now what this letter says. It states, "You are being released as a huge generosity from the Black Death group. Your release does, however, come with a warning, and you should read this letter very carefully. You are certainly aware of your value on human slavery markets, and it must be made and must make note that this isn't personal, this is just business. For your release, we have taken a number of factors into consideration. A mistake was made by capturing you, especially considering you are a young mother that you should have in no circumstances been lured into kidnapping in the first place. The second important factor is you are very well aware that you are under overall protection by one of our main and very well-respected men who made it very clear and solid stance in your case. You will, upon your landing in your home country, cease any investigation activities related to your kidnapping. You also agree to sneak a predetermined set of information into the media, and we will expect to see evidence that has been done in the near future. You and your family will in no way ever talk about us in bad language and without respect. You have been treated fairly, with respect, and we expect to hear exactly that same amount about us in return. You can release any information you have heard from us while holding you, as we would have never given you any information that could harm our activities. We will not tolerate lying about anything that has happened. You have also agreed to pay outstanding costs of your release in the amount of $30,000. We expect the money to be paid in Bitcoin within 1 month. Any sort of disobedience with the above will result in your elimination." So that is the letter that was given to her when she was released. And as you can see in these pictures, this is the farmhouse where police believe that she was held. The farmhouse is in Turin, Italy. And these are the handcuffs as well as the suitcase that they believe that she was transported to the house in. They arrested Polish national 30-year-old Lucas Paweł Erba for the kidnapping. When arrested, he had a pamphlet on him describing the Black Death group and several auctions that were taking place. Italian police had not dealt with the Black Death group before, but Interpol has been trying to track their activities for well over a year now, with very little to show for their efforts. Interpol officer Valery Antonishak states that they are very hard to track, follow, or research, as all of their activity is done in private servers and parts of the internet where you cannot get if you are not invited. They said, "What is clear here is that he is a very dangerous man who drugged his victim and as soon as she was kidnapped, put her inside a large travel bag in the boot of a car," said Paolo Storari, a Milan deputy prosecutor. So with all that said, I urge all of you to be vigilant. You never know when life is going to sneak up on you. In today's world, we must all remain on alert for our personal safety. And if you have any information about anyone you think may be involved with this or any other type of criminal organization, be sure to tell someone immediately. You could be saving someone's life. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon with another video.